Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Now listen. This guy here, clearly a Naruto fan. I'm a Naruto fan myself. And they're talking about all the plot holes and inconsistencies they found in One Piece, the worst One Piece arcs, which is the Egghead arc. Okay, so we're gonna go through this and see if this person is true that there's a lot of plot holes in Egghead or not. I'm gonna be as fair as possible. Now you guys know, despite being originally a Naruto fan, I'm still a One Piece fan. I'm not as much of a One Piece fan as I am a Naruto fan. I always try to be fair. I defend Gear 5. I do what I can to be fair. If I have a take, it's hot, whatever, I'll say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a Zoro fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. So I want to go through this and with an open mind and let's see what this man is talking about. Okay, we learned that Stussy is the clone of Buckingham, the former Rocks pirate in Egghead, created by Vegapunk. So why didn't Big Mom recognize her on WCI Whole Cake Island during the tea party? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll go to that. Note that this could have been a great way to foreshadow Stussy's connection with Big Mom and her being part of the Rocks. Okay. Let me see. Stussy and the Rocks pirate. Okay, why would the world go? Well, let me look at the replies for this actually real quick. What are people saying here? Because why would bro? Where's the reply, bro? What? Those comments, bro. Show me the freaking comments. Like, what the hell? Why can't I? It's just him commenting on himself. God damn, that's annoying. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Okay. Note that this could have been a great way to blah 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 blah. Okay. Why would the world government allow a creation of Vegapunk to join those secret organizations, CPO? Not only that, why would they send the creation of Vegapunk after Vegapunk himself? Guess what happened? She betrayed them, of course. Okay. I don't think this is a plot hole, but rather an inconsistency, or it's just Oda trying his best to make the Gorosei look like Mormons. Yo, is he deleting all replies or what the hell? Like, I can't see any of the reply, bro. New Twitter ass, bro. Like, what are we doing? Okay, I don't think this is a plot hole, but rather an inconsistency, or it's just Oda. Okay, Luffy, the biggest threat to the world government, being 2 feet away from Saturn. Saturn seems like he forgot about Nika. He'd rather order some Marines to cuff him than go for the kill himself. Now I'm convinced Oda is just trying his best to make the elders look like a joke. You don't really understand its meaning. It seems she hasn't drawn the connection between Nika, blah blah. How pathetic. Where did that food come from? Who's responsible for this? Put him in sea stone cuffs immediately. I don't know how to start breaking this down. I think here, because obviously they killed Nika before, but Nika came back and the Devil Fruit lived on. So it could easily make sense that if they keep him locked up and keep him alive, they can take the fruit because they want the fruit, right? They're trying to figure out, like, some people already figure out ways to extract fruits like Blackbeard. So that's probably why they wanted to keep him alive here while he's in a weakened form. It actually makes sense. It's not really an inconsistency here. Remember, they've been searching for that fruit for 800 years. So why would they, because if they kill him, they'll just lose the fruit again because the fruit just spawns somewhere else to whoever else it thinks the right Nika will be that will eat it. So I don't think that was a dumb decision for them not killing him. They want to get rid of Nika permanently. So one way you can do that is cuffing them, figuring out a way to extract the fruit and taking the fruit from them. So I don't think that's a plot hole. The Stussy thing, I just don't have a great recollection of Stussy in general. To be honest, they just didn't leave any impact to me at all. But I don't know. People be looking different, like, so I don't think it matters that much. And I don't really remember Stussy in Whole Cake Ireland during the tea party. And also during the tea party, there's a lot of people there. Like, I don't know. I don't think she'd be paying attention to all of that jazz. And she wasn't even in her right state of mind almost immediately later. And for most of Whole Cake Island, really, when it mattered, she wasn't in her right state of mind. She was in her hunger pants and all of that shit. So I don't really think she would have recognized anybody. Big Mom isn't the smartest fucking train in the tracks. Like, she one of the dumbest characters in the series by far, and it's been represented throughout. So again, I don't really think it's a plot hole, maybe plot convenience. Luffy teleporting from a place to another without any explanation. What you mean teleporting? He just moved there. Like, what? How's that he just moved there? What? It was off screen, bro. What are we talking? Oh my god, bro. This is the most nitpicky shit I've ever heard. Okay. Why is Saturn calling Nika a worthless legend when he's the same guy who was shitting his pants after hearing that Nika's returned, as he's a moron? You can't talk shit about something. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, what? This is so stupid. Like, he's just talking shit, bro. Like, you hear Sukuna talking shit to Gojo? You hear Gojo talking shit to Sukuna? Like, people talk shit, bro. Like, what do you mean? Of course he's gonna call it a worthless legend. Nika failed. Nika failed. At the end of the day, Nika failed. He was a massive threat, but he did fail. He died. Like, well, what are we talking about? He was obviously probably betrayed by something or somebody, because so many beings and creatures are apologetic and they're saying sorry to Nika, as if they let them down. So, but I don't. So far, there hasn't been a plot hole yet, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There's nitpicks and shit, but there's no plot hole. I don't know if people know what a plot hole is, bro. I hope we get some answers on how Kuma saved Bonnie's life at the right time and how he knew that she was in danger in the first place. If this doesn't get explained, then it's definitely a plot hole, as we know that Kuma has no consciousness. Kuma does not have consciousness, but he has will. And also, Kuma is, he was programmed by Vegapunk that if Bonnie is in danger, he would find her, and it's easy to find her because she's in fucking Vegapunk's island with Seraphins and all of these things that are connected to Vegapunk's creation. So there's so many possibilities and ways that he could have knew this. But I don't think it's a plot hole. You can easily explain it even without Oda explaining it. There's so many ways you could explain it. Now, plot convenience, cool, not plot hole. Okay, Marines below Admiral Vice and Rare are not allowed to see Saturn, and they know that since they witnessed other Marines getting their heads blown off by him. But after Kuma flashback, somehow someone ordered random Marines to help Saturn. How does that make any sense? Not every Marine is the same level here, guys. You know what I'm saying? They may not be allowed to look at him, but if you look at Kobe, when Kobe was, just a regular lowly Marine, he unlocked future sight or something. Do you know what I mean? So it really depends. Like, your level doesn't always dictate how strong you are or what you can take. So I don't really fully agree here. I get what it means. I wish I could see comments here, bro. This is kind of crazy that I can't see any comments at all. Like, this is so stupid. Like, it says comments, but I can't see it. But I would love to see other people's kind of I'll look for like people maybe reposting it and talking about it. The goal of the Buster Call is to destroy anything they find. So why did they decide to cuff Luffy instead of destroying him? Did Oda forget how Buster Calls work? That's already explained with. I explained that myself. This is rather an ass pull, but yeah, Vegapunk allowed the Pacifistas to attack them just for him to remember at the last minute that Bonnie can control the Pacifistas. How's Vegapunk called the smartest person alive? That is, yeah. I suppose he probably didn't want the world government to know. Do you know what I'm saying? That was the one selfish liberty I took. Kumas will always be on your side. Yeah, but they attacked them, but they didn't attack Bonnie, I'm pretty sure, right? Because I think they can't attack Bonnie, or they wouldn't. But that could be a plot hole, low key. But the problem is I can't remember this shit 100%. So, but I don't think they ever attacked Bonnie. They attacked him, but he's not above the Gorosei when it comes to controlling the Pacifistas. Only Bonnie is above the Gorosei. So, and Bonnie didn't stop the order. You know what I mean? Okay. Another inconsistency is, why would the Marines send Pacifistas, which are created by Vegapunk himself, to attack the island? Are they stupid? Well, lazy leader bums. I mean, it's stupid is just whatever. Like, that could be stupid oversight, but that's not a plot hole. The same Dorian Borgi that got embarrassed with Mr. Tree. Okay, Dorian Glory were poisoned, injured, and after fighting each other for a very long time, and weren't mentally, they were mentally nerfed as well. Also, power cliffing, guys. Come on, we know this. Worth mentioning that the giants who lived for more than a century, them not learning Haki does not make sense at all. Or how did they manage to cut a freaking Gorosei head without Haki, if that was the case? You don't require Haki to do everything, guys. Just to let you know, like the Gorosei are not Zoans. You know what I mean? So you don't require, or Logia. Sorry, they're not Logias. You don't require a goddamn Haki attack to do everything. You require it for some things, but again, we saw Saturn, you know, got attacked by Bonnie. Like, they take hits because they don't care, because they can regenerate. So, you know, I don't think one necessarily needs Haki to do that. Why didn't Saturn use ability to Vanna, Gore, and Devon that makes people fall on their knees? It works on Sanji and Frankie, so there's no way it wouldn't work on them. Of course, as long as we know nothing about how his abilities work, we can call it a plot hole. This is okay, so this is not really the case, because he was about to attack them. Because first he was like, what are these guys doing here? He was about to attack them and they immediately disappeared. So even if he was about to immediately use that move, they would have immediately disappeared. You know? So I don't really see a problem here. Plus, Blackbeard is really smart and knows a lot about Haki. So he probably has a counter for this somehow, or he can just withstand it, you know? And Sanji and Frankie aren't the barometer for Haki, guys. You know, let's just be honest. Sanji doesn't have conquerors. He doesn't have the best Haki feats in the series, and Frankie has no Haki. So I don't know why you would think because it works on them, it would work on everybody else. Kuma was everywhere in Sabodi, but Oda, shaking my head, forgot to draw him in Sabodi arc. Imagine how cool it'd have been if we got an Easter egg of Kuma staring at the window, but now Oda planned out the story from the start. But that would give away the fact, like the reveal, if he was showcased in the panels, bro. Like, he didn't forget to draw him. It's just you conceal information from the audience. Like, what? Like, he knows how long it's taken him to write the damn story, and everybody will come up with a billion theories already. Like, so I just don't. That's not a plot hole or a plot inconvenience. That's just author's decision. Like, what do we? In the flashbacks, we learned that Vegapunk, Sentomaru, Bonnie, Kuma, and Kizaru all knew about Nika, but not a single one bothered to mention the name before Wano. But none of them were in the center of the story until Wano. You know, like, Kuma thought, you know, Luffy was Nika and tested his crew with the, you know, what nothing happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that was Kuma testing him. They don't have to spell everything out for you guys. Come on now. End of thread. Oda definitely needs to take more than a year break for this. At this point, it feels like fiction. Fan fiction. Okay, Stussy and Big Mom had clearly met before the tea party, and the Salamandin looks could have been explained in a number of ways. Big Mom and Stussy already knew each other. They didn't meet for the first time at the Whole Cake Island, dog. Why the fuck would Oda have Big Mom mention some shit out loud that really didn't matter? You know, it could be that we didn't even see them talk. Okay, let me see here. Because they don't look the exact same. They actually don't look the same at all, to be honest. But Big Mom recognized her, and she the only one who called Big Mom Lin Lin at the tea party. So they recognize each other, but like, why would she know that Stussy died? She probably just didn't know that Stussy died. Like, or got cloned. Like, well, how would Big Mom know that? There you go. That explains it way better. Because I couldn't really remember too much about Stussy, but now there you go. That's your answer. Some of these are easily solved with some reading comprehension. For one, Big Mom and Stussy already knew each other since she was invited. That makes sense. Two, they allowed her to join the world government because they had no reason to refuse, since at the time, Vegapunk was with them and they thought they had complete control. There you go. Big Mom already knew. So a lot of these are being debunked already. Like, I feel like they probably had good intentions, but I just didn't feel like they went out of the way to really, yo, how do you like check these shit, bro? I hate Twitter, bro. How do you, like, I want to go check the reposts and shit, like, but I can't even view post engagement. Can I see that? Okay. Debunking this illiterate thread. Okay, let's see. Somebody's debunking it, so let's see what they say. Okay. Stussy and Big Mom's first interaction isn't the party. It would actually be weird to act like they've never met before, and this is the first time she sees her as this Stussy. Whether or not she recognizes her as the old Stussy, it's been 38 years. Lookalikes are also a thing. Okay, it would have been good foreshadowing. There was enough foreshadowing that Stussy's older, has lived longer in that same arc. Go reread it or something. Pudding looks so beautiful. She reminds me of a younger me. How many decades ago? I don't know. I didn't know you had a death wish. Okay, so yeah, obviously that's showcasing that she's old. Why the government used her as a secret agent? It's literally stated Vegapunk used her to infiltrate the world government, so they don't know. Read the story. And she's from a crew most people and even Marines don't even know existed before, since it's been erased, the Rocks Pirate, of course. So not a lot of people would know about this, of course, apart from like Big Mom and a few legends of the story. Okay, let me read this panels Big Mom and Kaido have always been. Ah, man, that's too long, bro. Why Saturn doesn't attack Luffy? He did. Frankie saved him. In case you failed to read the arc, all this happens in a matter of a dozen seconds, minutes. Bonnie literally just stabs Saturn, and just as Vegapunk, she's a threat, and Saturn himself seeks to make them suffer before death. Just because you don't know how Luffy got to the food machine doesn't make it a plot hole. We literally have a character with warp abilities around. Maybe Luffy moved himself. We don't know how Saturn's freeze works either. Not knowing doesn't make things plot holes. Yep. Kuma's arrival. Again, go reread Egghead. We know something triggered Kuma to move. It's not a plot hole just because you don't know what. Also, Kuma possesses super hearing, so he could have heard Vegapunk's convo with Dragon, etc., etc. There's so many ways. His fruit, we don't really know everything about his fruit. Why random Marines are sent to help Saturn, in case you didn't read the arc. Again, it stated that they're not authorized to look at him. Doesn't mean they can't disobey said order when a higher being like a Gorosei is attacked by a slave. Something disastrous to them. Okay. Why they don't destroy Luffy. Literally on the same panel stated he's an emperor. It might seem insane to you, but these Marines know an emperor is someone powerful, and risking to die just by approaching him isn't smart, so of course they neutralize him first. Also, Saturn orders. Okay, why Vegapunk didn't tell Bonnie she can control Pacifistas? This is a last resort, as this information being made aware would make Bonnie's a direct target, which is what Vegapunk has been avoiding this whole. This month is explaining this shit way better than me, so boom, there you go. And I think I explained the other stuff pretty clearly myself. This thread was kind of horrible. I know what they was trying to go for, but listen, bro. Reading comprehension. You are wrong. It's been your boy Splinter God. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I am